get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Reed Vernon, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now into the box, Chris Owings. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And that one yanked just foul.
First pitch, 120.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Got it, second.
Now to bat, Garrett Hampson.
Number 1.
First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance of getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
In there, 2-2. Hampson on second. Blackman is over at first with 1 away. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty B, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. These Rockies guys, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went deep in the contest last night. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are two away. So the next to bat will be Chris Bryant. In his career against this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 5. Drilled on the ground to short. First pitch of the AB now. Sam Hilliard is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Colton Welker. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Called strike 2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Guillen will handle this one for route number 2.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Ian Desmond.
Next, it'll be Ian Desmond. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Still 2-2. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Elias Diaz is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Here's a high pop-up. Baez has a play, and he makes the play to end the inning. 2-out double left stranded. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Last half of the second set to go. Here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the final month of the season. Here's the first pitch. Javier Baez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. His prior history versus this arm, he's hitless in 6 tries. Oh, 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Rizzo leads off second with nobody out. Base hit, line drive into the corner. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. In now is Nico Horner. This is hit high and deep out to left. Racing back the left fielder, still ranging back into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
To the plate now, Ray Guillen,
the right fielder.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll check in here at 256. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0 home. It's a fastball that misses.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
Batting it.
So in now for Chicago, Austin Romine. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Romine, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds
and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Batting up, the pitcher, Reed Vernon.
Into the box, Reed Vernon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Romine ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he's in there as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Bueller, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and grounds it to short. Owings has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs.
Leading off for the Rockies.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him, but not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Fouled off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Skied into very shallow right. And there to take it in is Guillen for route number 1.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson, hitting .500 in the series so far. 4 for 8. Late square, and this is popped up. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here. And he's safe.
Now back.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
2 out here and a runner at second. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Well, the shortstop's got him played perfectly as he takes this in for the 3rd out.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Desmond is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman.
So with 1 gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Now the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
This is foul right side. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And a sliding try at that one, but it'll get through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting, right fielder.
I guarantee you every release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon.
Your attention, please.
So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Standing in now, Ray Guillen, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1. Bouncer up the middle. Owings to his left. He's there on to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Cubs 5 and the Rockies nothing. In now for Colorado, Sam Hilliard.
Leading off for the Rockies, the left fielder, Sam.
Now here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he misses again, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
3-1 to the Rockies left fielder. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He froze him on the fastball there. Sam.
Now batting, third baseman, Colton Welker.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here, but I would imagine he's seething inside as he hasn't given up a run this afternoon. Dan Winkler will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
First offering on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Well hit to right, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
The batter.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the next to dig in will be the outfielder Ian Desmond. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Horner makes the play, and the inning comes to a close. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubs lead this one 5-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 0-1 on its way. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
The center fielder, number 8, swinging.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. On a line, that's a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Hit back up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Elias Diaz.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to the right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Josh Fuentes will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 268 the average for him coming in. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And there's the first strike. 2-1.
2-1.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Chris Owings.
Here's Chris Owings now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And now the first pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
That misses. 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Hey.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Julian Fernandez, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Julian Fernandez.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
First pitch on its way. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And that's down into left center for a base hit. The throw into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
And that brings up Javi Baez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he lays off for ball 1. Rizzo stands at second with no outs. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Fernandez is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Grounder down the line at third. A dive, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 2.
Next up, Nico Horner. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First offering on its way.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Right fielder.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box now, Ray Guillen. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Romine.
At the plate now, Austin Romine. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 2-1. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. On the ground to the left side. And he is in there.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it. Or you're going to be able to wrong in the games more often than not.
Yency Almonte gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
3 runs already home here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off of down and in. Almonte, a 25-year-old, he was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Count even at 2-2. 8 runs, 14 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Happ. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. The catch will be made in front of the ivy, and now here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0. Popped up. Owings is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a... Striding in for the Rockies, Garrett Hampson. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Colorado, the first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great...
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Nothing across here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Cubs lead it 9-0. Stepping in once again is Chris Bryant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The left fielder, Chris
From
Bryant.
the stretch.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. That's popped up. Cron ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And the pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, the versatile weapon, Javier Baez. First offering.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 25 for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Number 2.
So now to the plate, Nico Horner, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 3 hits in 3 trips to the plate for him so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 10-zip. 7th inning ready to roll. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Sam Hilliard, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he misses there, 1-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger. Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off. 0-2, here it comes. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Up next for Colorado.
2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And the next to dig in will be the outfielder Ian Desmond. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Behind 0-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Ray Guillen.
The right fielder, Ray.
First offering on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Swing and a liner. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Next for the Cubs, the catcher.
At the plate now is Austin Romine. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
To the plate now, Dan Winkler, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Hampson camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ian Happ.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Happ drove in a run with a sac fly last time up. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Romine is off of first with 2 away. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Elias Diaz the next to hit. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
The catcher, number 35.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming.
1 and 2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Reinhold Tapia steps in.
Pinch hitting for the Rockies, number 15, Reinhold Tapia.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll enter play here at 293. 11 home runs and 46 driven in. Tapia, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Romine finds it, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. So next to hit is Chris Owings. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike two, swinging.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Jairo Diaz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Diaz playing here in his age 29 season. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Next up is Chris Bryant. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 2. Now here's the first offering. Popped him up. Crone ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Anthony Rizzo. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch on the way. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
There's a saying amongst the offense, Dan, anybody can get 3 hits in a big league game. It's that 4th one that separates you.
We'll talk about he's having a good week in one night. Can you imagine 4 hits in one game? I'd say he's having a pretty good day.
Javier Baez stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 1-2. High in the air out to center field. And Desmond will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Striding in is Garrett Hampson, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, he's just been setting them up and knocking them down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Sam Hilliard is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Fouled away.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Dan Winkler wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory of the year as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Kyle Freeland couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score.